bamuzi omumanyumba jala bamuzi tieni tibafunye baba akaina hambanga iwe choka 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 akaina fumabo sono tukumba nyari pampando tukumba nyari pampando kwa mala hey choka choka hey choka choka hey 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 choka 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 hey
to divide available advertising time on an equitable basis to ensure fair access for political parties and candidates during campaigns. Number 3, the conduct of political interviews and debates to promote fairness, professionalism, and impartiality by broadcasters. Number 4, broadcasting of opinion polls to ensure disclosure of sources, sponsors, sample sizes, and other relevant information that go with political opinion polls. Number 5, coverage of polling day, including the prohibition of campaign interviews for political parties or independent candidates, and the prediction of election results on polling day. Number 6, the announcement of election results based only on verified and officially confirmed information. And lastly, number 7, complaints handling procedures requiring broadcasting stations to respond to election-related complaints within 2 days, while the IBA is expected to conclude investigations within 4 days and issue appropriate directives where necessary. Dear colleagues from the media, these guidelines also prohibit the broadcasting of hate speech, tribalism, incitement to violence, misinformation, and unverified election-related content that may undermine peace, national unity, and the integrity of the electoral process. They also apply, these guidelines apply to all broadcast stations in Zambia and are aligned with the Electoral Process Act number 35 of 2016, particularly the Electoral Code of Conduct relating to the duties of the media during elections. We wish to emphasize that professional and responsible media coverage is essential to promoting peaceful and credible elections by ensuring that citizens receive accurate and balanced information needed to make informed electoral decisions. Accordingly, the authority will monitor election coverage across all broadcasting stations and will ensure compliance with the guidelines and applicable broadcasting regulations throughout the electoral period. We therefore call upon all broadcasting stations in Zambia to familiarize themselves.
Wednesday, 27th May 2026. Thank you. Welcome to today's broadcast. You can share the broadcast. Today we are going to be brief. I'll open my comments and I'll open the phone lines, and we will keep today's broadcast quite brief. We'll not go in a long extended period. So if you wish to participate, be ready to participate early. We are discussing three main issues. Number one, the ECZ is expected to announce a final list of presidential candidates. Remember, the candidates filed in and their nominations were declared valid by ECZ. However, the Constitution provides for 7 days for any person to challenge that nomination. And the ECZ is expected to tell us, beginning tomorrow, who were the finally admitted candidates to the process. We already have 14 that validly filed in nominations, but we have to understand the 7 days period, which is, I think, is expected to end today. The ECZ, is it tomorrow? You can tell me. I don't know if it doesn't say 7 working days. It just says 7 days. So 7 days from last Friday when they closed. Is it ending tomorrow? After that, ECZ is expected to announce the full results of those persons, individuals that are validly nominated after the period of nominations, period of contest passes. The second matter is the scheme by ECZ to bar contenders. We understand there was a major meeting where there were allegations that they might target candidates like Mundubile and Makebi, alleging that their conduct last Sunday when they went to Lilanda Parish, and then, you know, along the way they are accused of campaigning, and the activity that took place during the cathedral of the child Jesus during the burial funeral, the required mass for Archbishop Telesphore Mpundu. Remember, parishioners mobbed the two, and then they were chanting, "We want change, we want change." I don't know if the ECZ interpreted that as campaigning. So those two events we understood were the reasons ECZ was considering banning the two candidates. ECZ has issued a full statement, and I'll be reading it. The civil society have demanded from the ECZ that the widespread violence that has gone on, what is ECZ doing? Because it's being perpetrated by a ruling party, and they are quite, in some cases, they even had to suspend receiving of nominations, especially for Lusaka Mayor, Choma, Mazabuka. There were disruptions. Then there's been ongoing violence by the UPND, intra-violence amongst themselves so far. And ECZ has been quiet, yet ECZ purport that it has powers and mandate following the passing of the electoral process bill, in which they can sanction any political party. So is the UPND exempt from this process? We saw Action Aid demand from ECZ action against the violence. The last scheme, there's a regular caller who called. He doesn't disclose his name, but yesterday he warned us on this program that there's a scheme in which the opposition, in which the UPND want to go unopposed, especially in their areas of strength, southern, western, northwestern province and central provinces. And he warned us that they'll be buying, if there is a candidate from the opposition or if there is an independent candidate, such a candidate will be bought. And today we had the announcement that have been done from Dundumwenzi, where independent candidates are withdrawing. Choma, Then we had the 2 seats, Kembe West, where Princess Kasune Zulu is the only independent candidate withdrew. And we had in Liua, in Western Province, in Kalabo District, the candidate that was challenging the former Minister of Finance, Dr. Stumbeko Musokotwane, also withdrew his candidature. Is this a scheme? It clearly is a scheme. The UPND want to go unopposed. We understand this may extend even to presidential candidates. You are going to hear presidential candidates withdraw their nominations and endorse President Hakainde Hichilema. Then we understand the scheme extends to the areas where the opposition is strong, where they are going to buy off those strong candidates. And the caller was warning us, you candidates, be loyal to your country, be loyal to Mother Zambia. Know that we are at the precipice of getting independence. Don't destroy your career. Do not destroy your career. The caller begged. I thought it's just one of the calls, but today we saw what the caller warned us yesterday come to pass. So let's go to the first nominations. Let me check in case volume is okay, picture is okay. I know I do all these things alone, and the trouble is I use this sophisticated software, and sometimes I may not know that things are okay. But let me just check quickly if everything is okay.
Hey!
Looks like we are all fine. Please share the broadcast. Let's start with ECZ. There are many issues we are discussing today, but the key issues is President Hakainde Hichilema sworn in 40 judges, 40 judges, and we are going to name them. ECZ, the schemes by ECZ to bar strong candidates. There's a period of 7 days that is coming to an end. So far, there is no publicly announced challenge to any of the candidates, but any of the candidates can write privately to ECZ, and we may only know when ECZ finally announces. And then we heard the sad news yesterday. The court ruled against FDD, which is supposed to be a special purpose vehicle for Tonse Alliance, that the conference that validated that Chifumu Banda, following the demise of the late president Edith Nawakwi, was president, and that the Secretary General Mulonga was to take over. That conference has been nullified, and we knew the target. The target was to ensure that FDD is not on the list. FDD becomes part of the 7 political parties that will not participate in this election. Number 1 is UNIP. For the first time, none of the ruling parties will be on the ballot. MMD will not be on the ballot. PF will not be on the ballot. FDD, PEP, UPPZ, and there are other political parties who have. We are not talking about those that failed to bring the 1,000. We are not talking about those that failed to file in nomination or pay the 100,000. We are talking about those where the state has been involved in disenfranchising them. UNIP, we know what has been happening at the registrar of societies. PF, we know what has been happening. MMD, this man unilaterally changed, gathered some people, and MMD claims those people are not members of the MMD. And they endorsed the change of the name, and the name of the MMD was changed. The MMD, you must have heard, I think we need to bring Madam Lumba Kalumba, who is, I think, Secretary General of the MMD. She's still fighting that the MMD should retain its identity, should be identified as the MMD, and it should not die. It's a historical party in our country, just like UNIP. So she's saying the changes that were made by Dr. Nevas Mumba were illegal changes. And so MMD will not be on the ballot. So will not be UNIP, so will not be PF. And then we saw the dance around the PF, and where there were even attempts that these two colleagues should not be on the ballot. Somehow they managed to be on the ballot because there are two political parties, Resolute Party as a special purpose vehicle for PF Pamosi Alliance, and for Tonse Alliance they introduced a new political party, the NRP. And so then we heard this morning that there were serious machinations to stop Brian Mundubile and Makebi Zulu. But civil society and many people were saying, come on, UPND, where we have witnessed this violence across the country. So here is ECZ, and this is what it says. The statement is dated today, 27th May 2026, and it is signed by the Chief Electoral Officer, Brown Kasaro. And it says, ECZ dismisses false and malicious claims published on the Facebook page Patriotic Front. The Electoral Commission of Zambia strongly condemns the false, reckless and deliberately misleading allegations circulating on the Patriotic Front page, claiming that the commission or its chairperson, Mrs. Mwangala Zalomi's State Council, is plotting to ban, sanction or disqualify the presidential candidate Brian Mundubile and his running mate Makebi Zulu. These allegations are completely fabrications and should be treated with the contempt they deserve. The Commission wishes to remind the public that the chairperson of the ECZ, acting as returning officer for presidential election, officially declared Mr. Brian Mundubile and Mr. Makebi Zulu as duly nominated presidential candidate and running mate respectively, in accordance with the Constitution and the electoral laws of Zambia in the just ended nomination process. It is therefore dishonest and irresponsible for anyone to manufacture stories suggesting that the same commission is now secretly seeking grounds to reverse that lawful process. At no point has the chairperson directed any action or sanction against the said candidates as falsely alleged. The claims attributed to their chairperson regarding the church service in Ilanda, the funeral gathering at the Cathedral of Child Jesus, and the supposed campaign violations are entirely fictitious and have never been issued by the ECZ. The Commission is deeply concerned by the growing tendency by certain political actors to abuse social media platforms to spread outright lies aimed at misleading the public, undermining confidence in the electoral process, and dragging independent constitutional institutions into partisan propaganda. The ECZ will not allow its name, integrity, and constitutional mandate to be abused by individuals seeking political mileage through falsehood and manufactured controversy. Members of the public are urged to ignore the fake claims and rely only on official statement issues through verified ECZ communication platform. I'll go in detail to discuss that statement by ECZ, but if there is a matter, the best way to analyze it is first to say what they are saying. We have the matter of Webster Malido. I think people should take it very seriously. The summary of what Webster Malido announced is that there'll be no PVT and there'll be no opinion polls. That is what Malido literally directed the media yesterday. So we will remind Mr. Webster Malido that his guidelines are unconstitutional. They are political mischief, and political parties must proceed to conduct PVT. That's the only way they can secure the vote. There are 13,400 polling stations. And in Zambia, elections at the polling stations, if you don't know the results at the polling stations, just forget, because then you are allowing the manipulation of results to take place. Elections in Zambia are at the polling stations where the ballots are counted and declared. What you take to tallying centers is exactly just for the purposes of tallying from the various polling stations and wards, and they come to a tallying center. So there are 13,400 polling stations. There are 9,000 voting centers. There are 226 tallying centers, then plus a presidential tallying center that will be at Mulungushi. So 227 tallying centers. You Lambwaza, you lose the election. You have to be at the polling station. As soon as the results are stuck, you take a picture, and the Gen 20 that you signed for, you take a picture of that Gen 20 you are entitled as polling agents, and send it to your center, so that if ECZ first at the tallying center announces results that were not at polling station, you ought to be alert. If ECZ at Mulungushi, if their presidential votes, announces results that were not at polling stations, you blow the whistle. You sleep in that area. If the opposition continued to sleep, look, we mounted a lukewarm resistance to Bill 7. NGOCC came in at the last minute, promised a protest with Lars, but they were called to State House, and that was the end of any protest. The following week, Bill 7 was in Parliament, despite it being illegal, despite what the Constitutional Court ruled. The cyber crimes, we cried, we warned you. Now the entire country is silent. Again, there was just lukewarm resistance. Everything, electoral process bill, which has removed security features on the ballot paper, and has brought all these rules empowering both ECZ and registrar of societies. And here, political parties that have been disenfranchised because of the Electoral Process Act. Those days, ECZ didn't demand for documents that were at ECZ. If you presented yourself, they accepted your nominations. If there was an office bearer or a president of a political party, and someone else had filed purportedly, there is that period to contest. That's when people would come from the woodwork and say, no, he's not our candidate. No, he's not our member. No, he's not validly nominated. And then ECZ will resolve that issue. That's what the law was in the past. Now, ECZ loaded it up front and barred candidates based on that, stopped candidates based on that. And again, there was lukewarm response. Here we are telling you there's an electoral process that is being undermined. And of course, there's just lukewarm response. Yo, tukawase papa 15, tukawina by 10 hours. Mukawina shan by 10 hours if you're not watching processes. Are you going to man the 13,400 polling station? Are you going to have agents at the 9,000? As you have seen, with UPND. UPND seems to have thought through this process. See what they are doing with candidates. They are buying off the candidates. So we have seen candidates being bought off. And we understand this will go to presidential candidates as well. Some presidential candidates will be bought too. We have to be more serious than the kind of seriousness we've displayed so far. So let's start with Kembe. Princess Kasune, I think she has dropped Zulu. She used to be Princess Kasune Zulu. She's Princess Kasune. Has gone on, she filed in, she had a contender, the contender, Fraser Benkele for Kembe West, has withdrawn his nominations. My question is, SEC, where are you? Abama MPs never poker gratuity. They are using that gratuity to buy off their political opponent. This is electoral corruption. We saw the Anti-Corruption Commission saying they will parade seized asset. This is to inflame opinions on our people that, look, the people seeking office have stolen, their thieves. Instead of this SEC investigating this electoral malpractice that has just emerged. So we have seen Princess Kasune Zulu has declared herself has gone unopposed. Although there was a candidate, the candidate has written a letter, this Fraser Benkele. SEC, where are you? Can you check his bank account? Maybe he's at a bar drinking away the new loot that he has received. We saw Dr. Stumbeko Musokotwane's challenger in Liwa constituency. A Socialist Party candidate, he has withdrawn. SEC, where are you? Why has this candidate withdrawn? After going through all the trouble, looking for 17,500, looking for supporters, with Fred Membe sending the adoption certificate. Why has a candidate for Socialist Party withdrawn? SEC, where are you? Anti-Corruption Commission, where are you? You think the candidate has just woken up that he no longer wants to participate in elections? No, no, no. Independent candidate in Dundumwezi, again he has withdrawn. Michelo Haluyasa. Are you sure there's nothing that the MP has done with the gratuity that the MP has collected to buy off the independent candidate so that he becomes unopposed? Are you sure nothing sinister is happening there? Come on, we want to acquire. Does it have to be science for us to see what is happening? In plain sight, the corruption is taking place. In plain sight. Then there's 4 candidates. This is a typical one. Kalomo Central, Acta Maunga, and 3 other parliamentary candidates have withdrawn from the race. 4 candidates from Kalomo have withdrawn. Is that normal? People that's paid 17,400. People that participated, that have gone, they've even printed material. Then today we are being told that they've withdrawn from the race. I think we are not serious as a people. Can we pressure the Anti-Corruption Commission to investigate these withdrawals? And we understand it's coming to certain presidential candidates. They'll be withdrawing and pledging support to UPND and President Hakainde Hichilema. Where is SEC? Where is the anti-corruption? Just can come my comments. By SEC. Because for me, instead of SEC and the shenanigans they're doing, the electoral process is going to determine the future of our country. It will produce a president, it will produce parliamentarians, it will produce mayors and council chairpersons, and it will produce councillors. And collectively, they'll be expending Zambia's resources for the next 5 years. So where is SEC when this open corruption is taking place? Where is SEC? That is my question.
This morning, as you might be aware from the agenda that was shared in terms of this morning's media engagement, we are here today to officially announce the election coverage guidelines that have been issued to all broadcast stations in Zambia. So to start with, I wanted to start by saying that we, as the Independent Broadcasting Authority, IBA, have issued election coverage guidelines to promote fair, balanced, accurate, and responsible broadcasting ahead of the 2026 general elections, which are scheduled for August this year. These guidelines have been developed to provide practical direction to broadcasters in the coverage of elections and election-related matters. This is to ensure that we continue to strengthen professionalism, fairness, and ethical conduct during the electoral.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm calling for the anti-corruption to investigate Harry Kamboni who's Kalomo Central member of candidate for the UPND, where 4 candidates have withdrawn. The SEC need to investigate Dr. Stumbeko Msokotwane in Liua, where the only candidate has withdrawn. The SEC needs to investigate Princess Kasune Zulu, where the other candidate has withdrawn. It's plain sight. You can see corruption in your face. In whose interest are these withdrawals taking place? In whose interest are these withdrawals taking place? That would be my question. The other matters that we are discussing before I open the phone lines, we have seen Warren Mwambazi has been sued. Warren Mwambazi, who's a candidate for Bwana Mkubwa, remember he defected as an independent to UPND. Someone has sued him. A UPND official on the Copper Belt says they don't remember Bwana Mkubwa MP as a UPND member. They said Warren Mwambazi is not UPND and his process of adoption was fraudulent, so they've challenged him. President Hakainde Hichilema sworn in 40 judges. Again, that's a matter of worry. They didn't go through any competitive process and they've been sworn in. Who are these that have been sworn in? Let's just go through and discuss. Justice Chalwe Mchenga has gone to the Supreme Court. Lady Justice Abba Patel has gone to the Supreme Court. Gertrude Chawatama and Mr. Butler Starley. Mr. Butler Starley has a criminal case and is just on Nole. Today he is your Supreme Court judge. Again, this is what we are talking about. Where institutions like CLAS are mute. You take someone who still has standing criminal charges to the apex of your court in the country. Butler Starley is now was appointed, ratified, and today was among the 40 judges that have been sworn in. To the Constitutional Court, they've taken Lady Justice Pixie Angailo, Justice Vincent Siloka. Vincent Siloka, the ruling he passed on PF claimed that there was no duplicity. First, the matter was so hot. Remember, the Archbishop Telesfo Mpundu had just written a letter to the US government demanding sanctions against President Hakainde Hichilema and Mundubile because the judiciary was playing games, barring the largest opposition party in the country. Mundubile called for a meeting of all the parties in the PF cases, and it was agreed that the PF should only have one matter in court because there was an allegation of duplicity, and the PF withdrew other matters and congregated them around one case before Vincent Siloka. And he came and ruled that he was dismissing the case without even going in the matters because of duplicity of cases. The very issue even the Chief Justice had helped resolve. So here he is, now is your Constitutional Court Judge, Vincent Siloka. We remember your names. Mrs. Gertrude Imbwae has joined the Court of the Constitutional Court. To the Court of Appeal, Justice Charles Zulu has been appointed and ratified as Deputy President of the Court of Appeal. Lady Justice Sharon Kaundanewa, Lady Justice Irene Zekombewe, Lady Justice Bridget Chilombo, and Lady Justice Ruth Chiwawabuka. And Lady Justice Conceptua Chinyanywa Zulu, who's a permanent fixture here. She's been an instrument, one you can safely call a mercenary judge, looking at the manner she's handled the matters in court of the PF. We can confidently say she's a mercenary judge. I'll not even go to her relationship, her alleged relationship with the president. So Lady Justice Concepta Chinyanywa Zulu. Again, this is what we talk about as the opposition. Butler Starley should not be Supreme Court judge. Vincent Siloka should not be judge in the Court of Appeal. Lady Justice Concepta Chinyanywa Zulu should not be a judge. They are being rewarded for their mercenary work they did. And when we speak, they say you can't attack the judiciary. Even when the crimes are in plain sight, they don't want you to talk about it. They want, like Mwangala Zalomis was saying, respect the judiciary, come to respect the Electoral Commission of Zambia. And Lady Justice Susan Wanjelani, 7 of them have gone to the Court of Appeal and they were ratified. Then there were 26 judges that were appointed from the street straight into the High Court without a proper process. These men could be qualified, they could be good persons and good lawyers, but when you don't follow process, it spoils the outcome. They, you know, illegality can't bear a legal process. So the appointment of these 40 judges wasn't done in an open, transparent, and constitutional way. So of the 26, there is Rogers Kaoma, Ikechuku Iduma, there's Makalo Sosu Mwanza, there's Davis Chibwili. This is a magistrate who jailed Munia Zulu, you know the story, and Munia Zulu has sued him for his misconduct, but he's been rewarded now, he's a High Court judge. Sylvia Munyinya Oko, I think she's the one that jailed Joe Malanji. Katrina Maimbolwa Waluita, Mutafela Chimuka, Irene Wishimanga, she's also been very active on cases in the magistrate court in Lusaka. Claudia Luswili, Kaumbi Mutinta, Ndulo Mundia, Theoma Nkumbiza Mumba, Maureen Tresha, Angelica Kennedy Mwanza, Jafet Zulu, Diana Majokwe, Comfort Mlenga, Sombo Chinyama Kachaka, Sekelebaka Muamba Kundachola, Peter Chileshe, Wubala Chiwonta, Annie Sanga Nsama, Ruth Lumbongo Mbambi, Karifano Tiza Munsarije Manyepa, Makrobi Chwale, Kubaku Kabukabu Sikwivele, James Bako Chipola, and the 40 were sworn in by the president. There was a unique feature where the president demanded that these people should come in ceremonial clothes. That raised the dust and storm, because these are finally judges when they are sworn in. Of course, they've been appointed. Of course, they've been ratified. But the swearing ceremony, usually from 1964, they come in their ordinary clothes. There was a demand that they should wear their ceremonial regalia, including white gloves. So social media was very abuzz yesterday. But I saw even the president didn't even wear the white gloves. So social media does help. And the judges, none of them wore the white gloves. So it you know, the pressure might appear like it is in vain. It works. It works. She's saying ECZ will not allow its name, integrity, and constitutional mandate to be abused by individuals seeking political mileage through falsehood and manufactured controversy. Let's just go through that. Does ECZ have a name? We've been crying that ECZ doesn't have a name because the integrity of ECZ is in doubt. You have Mwangala Zalomis herself, a UPND cadre. They've just taken Sinkala, a UPND cadre who was aspiring to be in the National Management Committee of the UPND just last month, and he was an aspiring candidate in Luansha. What do you call that ECZ? Then you have Brown Kasaro and Kachaka. Serious allegations. And there were very vocal critics for us that raised this issue, especially on the appointment of Brown Kasaro. You can go to our pages. There are various political leaders that raise their concern. So what name are they saying they need to protect? Integrity. What integrity? First, your procurement process is in shambles. You are corruptly giving your procurement process. It's a matter that is being investigated. They are saying constitutional mandate. You are abusing your constitutional mandate. You are abusing your constitutional mandate. When you're above board, you will attract respect. And again, like I'm saying, I'm bemoaning, the opposition is very lukewarm. So the opposition believe that Mwangalaza Loomis is going to act professionally. The opposition believe that Xavier Sinkala is going to be very professional in his work because now he's wearing a jacket of the ECZ. Are you sure? Are you sure that McDonald Chipenzi is all of a sudden going to be very professional and he will not abuse his role and his interest for the UPND? So by ECZ, that's my answer to your question. Is there any matter that I've left out before I invite cause? Yes. On the resignation, someone has said, Ambassador, talk about Bill 7. Yes. Remember Article 52.6. And remember President Hakainde Hichilema, when he was visiting Chinsali the other week, where he was saying, if we didn't amend Bill 7, we would have lost elections. This is what they mean. In the past, with the withdrawal of any candidate, we would have gone back to nominations, and the community would have been given an opportunity to file a fresh candidate who can be corrupted. But they've removed that clause, Article 52, Subarticle 6. They've removed it. So even if a candidate withdraws, there will be no fresh nominations. Civil society and others brought that particular clause because they wanted protection from corruption. They knew the rich candidates can easily buy off another candidate and they can be declared unopposed. That was the purpose of Article 52, Subarticle 6. Now that has been removed from the Constitution, through Bill 7. This is the abuse now you are seeing, where the powerful candidates, especially sitting MPs who have just gotten gratuity, can buy off the opposition. They can buy off anyone and they remain unopposed, and there's no need to go for such an election. So you are already seeing Bill 7 bear fruits in the electoral process act, in the expansion of parliament from 165 to 281 seats. You are already seeing the dramatic effect of the changes to Bill 7. One of them is the abuse of this process, where anyone can buy their opponent because they know ECZ can do nothing about it. They know there's nothing ECZ can do about it. So the lines are open. Let us discuss.
What, is it 97, 98, Captain Solo, that attempted coup? What were you? What really happened from your angle on that day?
This issue in 1998 has been assumed or created as an attempted coup. I would like to put this record straight. That was a rebellion against the commander of the army at the time, and you do not apportion that to a coup.
Okay.
No, that was a rebellion that was in the army, and let's change it.
I think we have the first caller. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Good evening.
Yes, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from. Yes, Mutale. Make your contribution.
Ambassador, I won't talk too many things because I feel that this is getting into my news. With all these things you mentioned, Bill 7 was in preparation for these people to win an election, and many others, how he has put up the judges, all these things in readiness to manipulate the elections. My question is, when you are in government, when you are in the way HHs and the UPND is, they are in government today, they are supposed to provide governance, but you know that he's playing as if he's in opposition. Having said that, Ambassador, where is the opposition? Because the opposition is to attack. The government should be receiving punches from the opposition. But as you've noticed for the past all these years, it has been the government, the ruling, punching the opposition every day, taking them to the court. They have spent all these years, day and night, kuma police, kuma courts, and tell us if the opposition have got an answer to these things, because they have to counter. If they are not counter, trust me, these things will go unattended to. We are watching Utamba Basi Izula. This is the thing. We are spending time here calling leaders to say, do these things. They are so lukewarm. They don't want to act on certain information that they come. This is a full information that you're giving our ambassador. I don't know what time it is where you are, whether it's in the night or whatever, but to be honest, you are providing leadership information where the opposition, they are not taking advantage of these things. And it's very frustrating. The same way they are buying, these people they are buying their other candidates. The opposition should have actually taken advantage and even come in Southern Province, engaging to the same people. These are politics. This is a game. So instead of just holding hands, please don't get me wrong, I am not championing for corruption, but I'm saying the opposition, what is it that they are doing to counter to these issues? Yes, if they have put their men in position to fight it, but we need to have an account. We need to counter. We need to make sure that even when they try to go this side, they find some resistance on the other side. Thank you.
Thank you, caller. Thank you. Hello, we have a caller. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Well, this is a diaspora coordinator chairperson, Mlezuma Njovu, and I have our mother who wants to say something to the people of Zambia and also send a message to Kuwekara Charobonse. Mom, come on there.
So you remember you are live?
Yes, we are live.
Okay.
I know that.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I just wanted to be clear. Yeah, hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, I'm just waiting for her to join me.
Oh, okay. I'll hold on. So the lines are open. Today we are discussing the various issues. Someone says, Ambassador writes to the ECZ that they should investigate these candidates, especially the sitting MPs, to see that they investigate Komboni from Kalomo, Dr. Stumbeko Msokotwane and Princess Kasune Zulu. They've definitely done something. The Anti-Corruption Commission must investigate this. And I agree with you. This is my core. And I'm saying, Director General, Madam Daphne Pauline Soko-Chavu, where are you when this is happening? Where are you, Madam Daphne Pauline Soko-Chavu? You are running a constitution office. People are engaging in high-level electoral malpractice. Where are you? Evans Hamaundu, the retired Supreme Court judge. Your Honor, where are you when there is this open corruption happening? 4 candidates from Kalomo withdraw. 4 parliamentary candidates. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from and make your contribution.
Yeah, good evening, Ambassador Mwamba.
Good evening.
Nine womkwai kwa kaputa kuno anonymous.
Mkwai kaputa landeni po.
Natotela. Namuna kwa chitu asunkana sana. Ichakumana abama independent candidates against ama UPND like strongholds. Ndefu afu tuchimkushanyo kutila. Kweno waingira mumu shitute mfansu asu. Bashiti dia bwanse abalepo kelelo okulapa kwa ya abantu my lord chelo bafumamo nabo katefiru bofyabo nomba ndefu afu kuti tukosele shiwefezo kutila ngaifwe ba opposition muila mpituli bushana tukwate nsambusha kuyaimika kwa abantu besuko kwine bambi bala bakanya bala ikulu kulapati na chiba independent no banaleka bushana tukwate nsambusha kutwala ko wesu wela mpi uko ngana tukwate nsambusha kutwala ko wela mpi uko I think eto tuika tishepo sana tutumeko omuntu babantu
mayo ama nominations bali sala tachilinga filia chadi kale umuntu ngachita withdraw kwa bama fresh nominations apana achipwa so ababantu ukuli ma withdraw oko bafumine kwa ma candidates abashala baba no opposed no MP they will not even go to an election epo chibipira popene
ifo yapanishe kwa bati abantu besuta baireko abelampi
in many cases, so far, the affected constituencies is independent candidates. We didn't.
So that what to mean about that organized. We didn't know that the law was demanding that. And where?
I can see you are thinking on your feet. If you're Chidimayo, so far these constituencies, we don't have candidates in Kembe West, in Liua, and in Kalomo. We don't have our own candidates. Either the Liua one, we had Socialist Party that participated, and that candidate has withdrawn. In Kalomo, all the 4 were independents. In Kembe, the candidate was independent.
Ndifunda kushita twali aware about opposition kuti ekolina tutumekwa abantu kwangu.
Iyo twali myebere yali mu bill 7 twali myebere twalafumyamo article 50 sabbatical 6 ilande yakwe bati nga bashita candidate achita withdraw kufire kwa ama fresh nominations. We used to sing here that bill 7 ilefumyapo echo. So ebu afya tukwete nomba, ebu afya tukwete.
Echo bapekenye.
Yes.
Okay, nangfe chabe fo fine kwena kulyama constituencies yambi kanshinishina twine fye ibaka tufire okuwina ifintu fifire okuchinja muzambia mwandini pantu na laba ndapokutila uwaikete fibiri bamwamba afuire kumenshi uwaikete fibiri afuire kumenshi. That's bakainde ni akanemiaka from 2021 kushinta nelelo baikalire okuita aba PF bakabolala nomba ilili ne mumpela ya ino last year 2025 6 ba honorable Brenda Nyirenda baikwishe ili kusho mu parliament ukutila tibushe chishi mwitila ba PF bakabolala nomba futi na muya mkuita ba PF umuleba chita adopt kuma constituencies yenu bakabolala mwala basakanya na muli mwebantungwa bamaye bamutaina lumango batire bakasambwa o bakachinja nangu bakapilibuka. Now balia nabayabula abantu ba mu PF first and foremost batolo lechipancha PF takulina my elections batolo fe bunkalo bwabo ukulu bwanko komasako mpaka basu saula PF ya shala FF. And then today we gather that we have gathered. Icha konka ponomba ni twambo kufa obusungu bwa bill 7. Katulalola nokutali bill 7 yambo kutusuma twala mfobukani. Bakainde bale no afifionse bale puila afifionse bale pukila afifionse chile bapela fiobseko. Kwena waigete fibiri afuire kumenso ichimfulunganya chimine ile voya kweba tibale uma abantu babo bale kana. Shishinka ba chief kapijimpanga bale ini as independent na bakana uli omuntu obatwala ko kulya nalande fintu ifingi njipushe kwe chinga chiru wabanje bemkwai inga umkashano wiminine kumwense yes Sylvia or Susan Mulala umkashana 26-year-old shani fya msangoyo na ya iminina in that province Mulala mwana wesu afuma ku Southern Province tapali amashubina yangu yamo konsa chilife quiet elo ifenga tuwaya imini ko muntu kukatika chuko kumabwengwa na kumbi na abachirikira kayoko na mulondolwela ngatwatwala kwa abantu bambi kuchika bashani nde milomba bena Zambia monitor this ngatwaya mku imini ko muntu wa ku province yimbi na ku province ya Southern, Eastern and Western tukamone reception yama residents kulia against uyo muntu ukafuma ku province yimbi waikete fibiri afuire kumenshi bena fionse balefaye okulya okusekela mu bakainde ku Northern, ku Eastern bemikeko abantu abafuma ku Western na Southern but ifo fya ku Northern na Luapula na Copper Belt ngatuwaya muku iminika ku Southern, ku Western na ku Southern, East, Western na Northwestern chala leta ugulwi awe apopene po na milomba bonse na twime fye wangu lolu kupitisha hapo tuafuma tufwaya bakwimika tuchite campaign bwino mtu weweko na bamea wa Yesu pela mpi mulusaka ndi nani pantu bamea wa UPND na tubamona na bemika ko bamwewa ngaifwe na ipusha no kulande fingi mkwai na totela sana.
Thank you very much. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
This is Charles Kashishi calling from Kasama.
Kashishi, mwabombe mwabantu wakwalesa.
I'm quite Munisani ambassador.
Endita, yo London poyama.
Ambassador, is to papusheko fet reform lande pokwena. If it is constitutional, civil servant ingasta resign. Alefo kuiminina. Hello, Ambassador.
We can hear you.
Yes. Civil servant as per constitution ngasta resign. Alefo kuiminina. Elo bamusha tabamu iminike. Is it by law nangulo ile suminisha uli omuntu kuwekela mu office omu straight resign futa konkanya kwa emilimo ya civil servant? Because we are going to find a situation whereby ama officers yonse alaba field na cadres balambo control civil service like what it is at the moment. Can please, government is the control into once someone resigns. We have seen people here in Northern Province, some DCs and other senior government officials resign.
Imo muri ku Northern Province, muri Kasama.
Yes.
Uko ulia candidate Beauty Undipiri resigned and went to participate in the elections ku Eastern Province. Bataya ponata bamusalide twawufat nabwela kunchito. Namufimfa ku efe mwewa mukasama.
Exactly, that is what it is. Even some DCs, Lupososhi DC, Mporokoso DC, Mbara DC, they are back into their offices.
Lupososhi DC, Mbala
DC, DC, and Mbara DC. All these people applied to go and stand. In the case of the PF, when the PF was in government, once you resign, we should not come back in my offices. But we have seen this scenario. I don't know law ngabala ibende kabe nanangulonga ifuri okubashan because this time around tatufuri okulatina. We are the voice of the voiceless. If intonga file lubana muchalo bale ona ulama funde ya chalo, we have to come out and speak for the Zambian people. Zambia belongs to Zambians. Zambia doesn't belong to individuals. We are all politicians.
So Beauty Undipiri, Deputy Permanent Secretary in Northern Province, after resign, I'm going to participate in my by-election. Uyo awama DCs batatumwalanda Lupososhi DC, Mbala DC and Mporokoso DC are not supposed to be in the office together with the deputy PS. We need to challenge our secretary to cabinet, Patrick Kangwa, how he has allowed that to take place.
We don't know the kind of law they are using, but because the article under the constitution and the law which these people are implying to get back into their offices. Because we have seen a lot of people, Abashaduma offices, they have been left out. Now they've been independent. They have been disappointed. Now they've been left out. But in the appetite, are these the only people who can deliver in their offices? We don't know. If the government has no people to replace such kind of individuals, our humble will contaminate civil service. Because civil service is now going to be polluted with politicians.
Correct. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that info. Someone from Kasama has given us some good info we need to follow up. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from and make your contributions.
I will not mention my name. I think he keep me just anonymous for various reasons, and you know them.
Proceed.
Wamwamba chintu chimozi chamene nifuna kukamba kumunga muno mu Zambia. Mukarangana maningi ukukumbuyo after UPND yabwera mupawa. Vantu vambiri vanakamba va UPND vazasevenza vazachita bwanji but vintu vose vinaoneke. Va UPND chanamba wancha mnaona bamba kuchita. Vanabwera vambononga mapati. ine mukuona kwanga wa UPND plan ni yakudala vanaziva vamene vazabochita vakangena mu government vabwera vaononga mapati after vaononga mapati vanabwera manje kuli bill 7 bill 7 ma MPs vankhala vavapasa ndalama bill 7 yapita chamene nakondako maningi vamwamba munachita bwino kuchoka mu Zambia muno navena jeje vanaenda naimwe navena mwatandiza maningi no country kuziva vintu vambiri manje chamene chidabwisako ise mazambians tirina problem tiona but palibe vamene vichitika ma media houses muno mu Zambia vamwamba vanayagula yonse from mwe vantu news diggers vonse vanaguliwavo vapasiwa ndalama pamene vantu vanabora valira ati hii bill 7 ina maproblem vantu vanabora vankhala na ma selfish ambitions novotera bill 7 lero mu bill 7 muli clause yovuta maningi yamene chitalawo kuti muntu akachita withdraw simungasalirepo na wina you proceed nishuja muntu ankhala no opposed nishankhala ni MP surely mukachirangana is that democracy UPND yabwera kupaya democracy kupairatu muno mu Zambia manje pamene va UPND vangatenge chabe muntu achita withdraw muntu ankhala MP automatically wati mu vakawina government chizankhala bwanji pamene chabe vangachite ivi vantu vazionera nozionera wati mo manje va UPND vawina government mu 2026 muno vawina vazachita vichani pamene tikamba pano pali 226 constituents muno mu Zambia confusion ili mu party yao mweka vanaenda kutenga vantu vamene sivali pa grassroots ma primary election yanakamba vina ba UPND vanaenda kuchita adopt vina chamene vanachitira adopt vina vanaziva ati ise tizakaleta confusion ma nomination process tikaleta confusion ma nomination process vena vazamba kudonsa waraikidhewe vana donsa gali nkombo vena tizamba kuvagura so far timvera 15 MPs vawina ma election vamene muliko mu vyalo lembera nkoni vasadiki lembera nkoni vachati can you report this government to the international community because this government yaononga vintu as we stand palibe vizachitika mama ero manje ava vabwera wena blani Mundubile it's good muri biza Chris mukamuza vantu kuti they are trying to block them by all means sakira manje it's good naimwe muri very much alert anything that comes in musta expose first kuno ma independent MP mu Zambia vatenga ma 6,000 vatenga ma 4 million avo vantu vachita withdraw they have given their friends ma seats so mwamene chifunikira pamatakamba kuti kuli purpose vehicle vena blani Mundubile na vena vasara please don't sleep continue exposing this government day and night because they are very eager to do anything at any time sivagona community house sivagona every time ofuna ways and means yamene vazaonongira chipani chave na Makebi Zulu na vena BM so imwe simufunika kugona report this man anywhere possible report him tell the Zambians musazigona musivauza ma Zambians kuti these are the things otherwise mwamene viriri muno mu Zambia my election to be honest my election vazaluza ava Murusaka omubaluza mu Central vazaluza Copper Belt vazaluza kuli confusion my election ya this year manje tikavarekerera va UPND vabwera vateka vizankhala bwanji so chamene chifunika manje apa vamwamba osagona day and night uzani ma Zambians because muno mu Zambia mulibe freedom of speech vose vanavala ma media houses vanagura yose vanaguliwa Demwe bantu is no sense, the news diggers is no sense, they are all no sense, they are selfish, they are useless, they are doing nothing in this country. You are the only people who are standing for us. As far as things stand, tiliapa. People are saying JJ Banda no funda, but JJ Banda is telling the truth. They tried to block Mundubile Bayesa. But you know, they are going to cause anarchy in this country. Because people have decided, let people vote. Muna Muzambia as I speak ba mwamba, my election, my campaign ya karibe kuyamba. Kuno kamene tinkara ni kumuzi, kulipe ma campaign. Why there are no campaigns? Because my campaign they have delayed. The UPND are using a various of Mingarato just to tell somebody that go on the voting day. But people have decided. Waenda palampi one. You see, they saw people like when a difficulty who were very popular even when a Mwanza there in each part. They had to get those guys no way come UPND. They have gone for everybody. So can you continue preaching bad about? Can you write anywhere? Report this government. You have a lot of means and ways in which you can report the UPND government. Can you report this government to international community? All these sectors of the world, they should come in and witness the uselessness which is happening here in Zambia under the UPND. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. The lines is open. Please make your contribution. Yeah, let's keep on talking. Let's keep on talking. Yeah, please call and air your views. I can see people are writing text messages. Usually I don't have time to read the text messages. Just call and speak. Call and speak. It's better you call and speak. Thank you. Thank you. We are discussing various issues, including the matters at ECZ, the swearing in of 40 judges. I mentioned them. And the withdrawal of these candidates. ECZ, where are you? SCC, sorry, where are you? Where are you? Hello, caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling us from and make your contribution.
Oh, my name is Greg Linda. I'm in South Africa, in Pretoria.
Yes, my brother, make your contribution from Pretoria.
All right, sir. Okay, I'm Sharon Naranda from Chwemba, ambassador. To a total party program where I'm to prepare for Pafindi Finger Film to evacuate Grasana. Number as Murmendo Quete 20-25 years. So I'm just worried about the Kumpa history for ECZ. They want to disqualify, maybe to ban Mr. Brand and this Makebi. This is not right because what were if you never claim for let's kamikaze if ever never known or about to kill police. Because in the constitution, the constitution is Yazami. To pray for Munda at least amend the constitution. We don't party economy, no. But as long as we are going to have a person who is going to amend the constitution, because if we can just look if indifference comes on, it's not normal.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Hello, caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling us from and make your contribution.
Good evening, Ambassador Bamunkonge.
Bamunkonge, make your contribution.
Ambassador Ndero Mbako Kwena, Isharufyanya, Leromu Imputula.
Landed Bamunkonge.
Ambassador. Ine Ndero Mbako Panono, Ambassador Ndio, Akusakamana. Imomwali walionyesha wakutuchita sensitize vote warasunga votes. Napaga na day akuvota ikafike fintu fingi sana awareness yo mutupera. Nomba pali pamopo ndemo na ambassador hapa shireba wino sana. Kulingana na mwantungurushi mufuremu akomaira po. Elio ngamwaikara panshi mkete kone ntungurushi shibiri. Isha kufuma kuya amara ansi abili especially ama general secretary pako watu asara ndakona vena. Ambassador bapone ne mwifire ya background ambassador ndemeba muchine na muchinga bachako batu afirekerera kito apera abarwanyi amaka nishinarandire fi ambassador apa ishira iyi unity findera ndafiri parwalala ngachako bate parwalala tetindande napa abanesu ababambira bali kutonse alliance ishishi yabali background yofu bale tontonkanya pabena Zambia. Ni shalira ko sana. Panto ambassador yi unit ni purpose yako batukwikatana ng'abaana omulandu ffe wabuka ndeta bwakwe batyo beminine kofe kunchende teko benga posa abena zambia baletwite okwe bati twikatane pamo nomba chinshi chireshupa benanga babebo kwe bati inchende abantu baba Makebi zulu bafire bayiminirako ninshi balepulira mu mafunde ya ntungurushi na bena bareyiminirako kwine bantu bonse nifo ba opposition party ngefi fya tura kwisa fya kukopa beo tukakoba tukwiminine abantu baba Makebi zulu barama councillors nga barechita campaign bambo kuchita sideline abantu baba Makebi zulu kwe bati ababa Makebi zulu tamufuremu abavotera mufuremu avotera fera mpi ukwambira pali councillor ukufika na pali MP nombe damage barefo okupanga n'abayimonoko irelola bambasada ba Makebi zulu baramuleka simple foto wali chita research abantu ba support ba Makebi zulu bantu ababana mu mabuteko munchito sha mabuteko bantu bamwe ababana kuma churches bantu bamwe bashwana kwisa pa platform kwe bati bamuleka ati baba mu politics lero mukati kamitima shabo bali kwetoko bati kweno we mulumendo umusepera kitwatema aba mu butungurushi so abantu baba tonse ndebe babechita underrate ba Makebi zulu nga baranga sana okuchitikisha sana kuri bali ba Makebi zulu bakona ula ama votes because ba Makebi zulu abantu bakwete nibali abatambira apatali abashisa pasini ifuna ngutwambo kula irumbo kwe batyo wa munkongeni wa Makebi o bakashishini batonse ifuta pali ofo tuli mumwana PF abantu yakwete ligali ofo yalesangwa mu misebo pero balera ndoko batsontopo wabo mabati barabya na Zambia abaikere tondora bashare kwata na ligalia tontonka nyenye fo bayishire kitama votes yapitire shani so before it's too late pere ni umuchinshi ku bantu baba Makebi yoko beminine ngata muperi omuchinshi mwarapanga ama damages ikontoroleni isentu bombe finto abena Zambia efyo balefwaya apata pali win or lose let's work together na ba general secretary wazumani ndemita mukese pali wa mwamba mukese bakwa abantu baba mukandira ngutabeshire because problem ile sangwa kutonse mukese sta address ama councillors ukufika na pa grassroots ndipanga sa shenu please abantu bakwalisa bamwamba inopo na pera.
Thank you very much Wamunkonge. Hello caller, please tell us your name and where you are calling us from and make your contribution.
Good evening. Long time. Call me Anonymous.
Anonymous, make your contribution.
Yeah, Ambassador. Yes, Ambassador. My worry is protecting the vote in Southern Province. I know we are yet to see more resignations from independent MPs in that area, but besides that, you know, I've taken note of the past elections. UPND has been winning elections in that region, not because they are the best political party. People there, they vote on party or regional, I can call it regional. So the number two is that these people, this idea of chasing people where after voting has finished, the polling agents for other political parties. So as an alliance, what are we trying to do in order to protect the votes, especially Southern Province? That's the main cause, the main problem there. Even Vasevia Chungo was talking about it. There, I saw him talking about the same thing of rigging being done by the opposition then in Southern Province. So I want us to protect the vote in that region. And secondly, I think we need to do a lot of campaigns in the villages across the country. Here in town, there's no problem. We've got smartphones. We are able to see things. But for our people in the rural areas, I think we need to do physical flyers and posters and take them to the grassroots in rural areas. People have decided. I heard Basevia saying there is a change of government this year, and I think bring him on the platform so that he can also talk to the people. That man is very knowledgeable. Also, you know, this man was dumped by the UPND. Also, those people interact with them and hear their views of the things that have been happening, the things that made UPND win. They may have one or two contributions they can also put on the platform so that we learn from them. That's my contribution, sir.
Thank you very much. Make your call, make your voice heard. Quickly make your call and make your voice heard. We want to close early. We are not going to go very late today. I want to end the broadcast in the next 20, 30 minutes. And sometimes cross broadcast and you are listening to the other and you say you come here where you will find that we have closed. So make the call now. I think we need to write to Miss Daphne Pauline Sokochabu, Director General of the Anti-Corruption, over these people that are vacating their seats. Hello, caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling us from and make your contribution.
Talking to Patrick.
Patrick, make your contribution.
Yes, Pamamba, I've got a contribution and a request. Yeah, so my request is, can you please teach some of the callers on how those people who goes unopposed, what does, when someone goes unopposed, what does it mean? Because some people don't understand it. They are basically blaming the government, but it's maybe that was one of the production. You understand, right? So sometimes you should be blaming the ones. Sometimes look at yourselves. Problem in the place, sir. So you should teach people, they should understand where the problem is, not why they blame government throughout.
No, there are candidates that filed in. Those are the candidates that are withdrawing.
So why are they withdrawing?
They've been bought. That is my strong allegation.
Those are just allegations.
Yes, that's why we are calling on the ECZ to immediately investigate.
Oh.
Yes, because why would anyone who has participated in the election, paid 17,400, bring supporters to the and just come and withdraw? What would be motivating them? So this is an act of corruption and it must be investigated. Did Tonse and Pamozi feature candidates there? That is secondary, whether they featured or not. And though we are seeing the trend, we may see it even in the areas where Tonse and Pamozi have candidates.
No, thank you so much for your response. Otherwise, I don't want to say that, to talk about that.
Thank you. Hello, caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Hello, Mamamba.
Mkwaimayo Mwabombeni.
Twabomba fe bwino netwe style bwino sana. Katushingana beza tako katushingawe kaya. Mama Nyirenda ndekamina kufubaresi.
Yes, Mama Nyirenda.
Mamamba abantu bareshe shireshi lishonse. Isha kwa bati ba Makebi na ba president ba Brian Mundubile. Beka sangwa pepa. So, tatushi wenefe tungasita. Amari ashiambia kwa tetulande na ukwati fufuwa ishi mkopo tuikala. Shishi befe ningashitamani nukwati kaya manjini. File tupusha na maka. Government ba mwamba kuwa nayo bamwamba katushefe tungasita pali ba UPND. Badesha na maka. Ukowa feti wona ule sinestalo. Leo tulikuwa umwenso tukwete uno kati tulefu okulanda efe bare tunyantirira. Ifo bambi tuleti na panto po tuikala badi shibapo. So please awasikulire babosu wesu nga tuletu mama fonta bare yasuka. Ukwewa tubebe kwa mali ya shiyambi. Gaule tumafoni tabale yasuka. So ngabale katika tumafoni stifuna ndalama, stifuna change. Ubatu abatu abesura kofi ameso kwati apa sto bale plan yaso. Bale fo afyo kona ola mashina ya ba Makebi Zulu. Dama Brian Mundubile. Lero tafya bombe. Okulanda feshinga mushina fere aba Yesu Kristo. Bazaye saivina hivi. Kumasibiza sevenza. Amamba bombe bwana twatotele sampani.
Thank you very much. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from and make your contribution.
Yes, Ambassador. This is Francis calling from Osaka.
Francis, make your contributions.
Yes, my concern is about these people who are withdrawing from the elections. They paid the money to the ECZ, and then what's forcing them to withdraw from participating in the election? This is very serious, and the incoming government, under the leadership of Brian Mundubile and Makebi, please, they have to take note of these people. These people, whatever they investigate, we know sana, because there is no way we mundu ayalipira bamwamba amushoplite taka tundu ya 20 pini. Ro Afrika wapitana patio Afrika patio watao katundu na ishe inaya. Kilifua MPI it's okay. Aba bantu ma criminals aba. Ero aba bene abantu abanotinga kwaisa government yanyu. Bakesa tiyo bale join FPAD. No, aba bantu kula abafunyana mu picture aba bantu abazo aba. These are criminals. Eba le western charo panu matwira pantash. Na totera bamwa.
Thank you very much. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you are calling us from and make your contribution.
Good evening, Ambassador Mwamba.
Good evening.
Thank you, sir. Ndeiwukisha kuno moku ilio Bill 7 yali mu process. Imwe Mwamba mwalitwebele kweba kwa twisule ameso tumone kuti iyo Bill 7 ile pibula shana. Nomba ichi atulia fwebe na Zambia mulele nobulamu ndefo kubonje chibemba umulele nobulamu ebo atulia. We are so very good ukusoshe fintu nokufumone fintu ekuchileya ichibemba chitila ati mukulolekesha emukutobolwa. Ilio ba UPND baletele Bill 7. Bill 7 yalikwete agenda to eliminate a certain region into the governance system. Nombe cha Mzambia tatula ndechishinka. Ichibemba chitila ati uwa kupisha mumatipa na umupisha mumatipa. Kabili chishinka echa alenga tifintu fitumpokemo. Nomba Mzambia turabule chishinga twachibika kunshi. Ila Bill 7 yalikwete agenda. Ya kweba ati there are certain region they have to be eliminated in the political scene and economical scene of this country. If you want to money, it's a script, it's a political script. Nomba ngamwai pusha tekweba tabena Zambia tabafimona wala fimona lero basala ukubafye kuvista igino watafikwete nchito ili lyonse ndalanda pogwati lusambu no ushalimo akabamo nabo bena baba mu UPND abale munakwatira very comfortable chikabakuma ichintunga cha rubana if mwala munefire tumpuka nomba mwamona ma MP aba imini nebo independent uma region yambambo kwebati ikila fumapo taufi wa iminina. It's a script for UPND. By UPND wakwete script ya kwebati wala kwata not less than 60 MP abakaba and oppose so that they have got already election backbone ya kustako bargaining. So iyo bashire banomba kubanga bena baba kusabanga di Babylon ngomule bushero lesa achinjishe insoselo kubena Babylon ilio balefo kukule chimusumbe chimwe chikalamba apishamwe chimfulumfulu efiramu amwene kwa adoption system ya UPND kubasa bafe chimfulumfulu era maka ya kwalesa nomba baingira mugia tu iya kushtama aspiring candidate independent and other political party. How does you have somebody from SP Socialist Party asta withdraw? Icho chilerango kwebati no ushirifye kutonse andi Pamo's Alliance takuli umutende efi atwalebe babakalaba twaeba ba KBF na ba membe kwebati ikateni mwe pamo pantu da mwabe pamo ululusa mbusambu na mwe nyamenshi yakamyocha uye mbi uyo candidate wa membe aya pantu bambia abashara ama political party they didn't even manage to go up to 150 aspiring candidates. If you are Mwambefi, it's a political script when a dictator is coming in because taba suminishe uti fintu fiende fie evo fifuile fiaba ichiche na mazambiani bafuile baishiba nomba ama zambiani ba mwamba bashitene educate to educate. Imamama civil society to educate ama Zambians. Imamama church organization educate the Zambians. Governor system ya Zambia is not a parliamentarian governor system. It's a presidential governor system. The Federation of Rhodesia and Nyasaland governor system is a presidential system. In Malawi, Nyasaland, DPP, Eleteka, Yakwatama MP, 73 out of 229 seats. Ama independent MP Baba 73, MCP Yakwata 53. Now, because the governor system is the presidential governor system, Professor Peter Arthur Wamtalika is ruling. Ama Zambia and Western educate kwewati. Umutungushi wa Mzambia wakwa president no muntu wafirwa efiala ile na Zambia ni president aka inde ichilema tatabamu patama Zambiani akisha ama Zambiani bali mutemwa na eneo ine ali mutemwa mu 2021 bamu pera na penalty bole kwati ingisha afirwa fyomu ineka nomba abantu bambi bankalwe bantu bambi tababa wino alefo kuleta kapatula Mzambia alefo kutupatula bamwamba mazambia ndalanda twali upana kale twali fyala abana n'emitundu ya pininkana twali pininkana kale. That's why our motto is one Zambia, one nation. Abama political parties abale iminina bafile they have to rise to the occasion. If we see every time in my meetings, especially Batonse na Pamos, siani ma meeting ya anwayo, siani visilili, siani kulila lila, every time kulila lila, iyai, uwa ingira mumushitu, tofuensu aswa. Era wama candidates, wonse mwa imini na mwa opposition. I'm not going to mention any political party. Takuli indalama, mwali shibati mwala iminina, murebe ntungurushi, murefo saving ama Zambian people. Mwila iminina murusakati otulelole indalama. Kaviye ni mweba abantu kwebati. Inonshita, tieni tuilu bule. Tuali tuala mumulilo fwebe na Zambia fwebe nebeka. Tieni tuilu bule. Pantuilingi, na tumfo kwa tama candidate wonse bali fuma mumishiwa isa murusaka bali kwa SP kuli ba KBF kuli ba Karaba iyo mo opposition as a candidate who has to bring on the table 50% of yourselves. So be patriotic to the Zambian people. If even posterity is going to judge you. So bamwamba efo kwenda ko chimbi imwe mwebale twala ruma ma social media okweba ati balungu bali balashire mpolopolo balungu baleke ni balale achewa manena kuti chisilu chili ndi mwine ne shilu lyali kwateko lyafuma baedi kalungu baleke ni balale balungu nga bali milufyenye tamwa abatemenwe baberere mikoluse. You cannot keep on talking about umuntu omwasunga almost 1 year mumochari mwebe na Zambia kanshine mipamba mulefo kutola nangufye nishi mulefo kumona iyo lesa milango obusuma mwipushe chibi ichibi chibi alawonse tachakatushe. I thought I wanted to talk about these things. Kabina la wekesha pona chimbi. Ilo David na so. Le saka no kweba tiwe Sauli weta wapitilisho ukuba infumu ya bantu bandi. Kwali ya bantu abaleitwa Levites balifwa. So alia ipayama Levites mulandu balefo kuchingilila efyo lesa lefo kuchita. Can you stand as Levites? Be firm and be steadfast. Pokolole ni charwage. Ijichilesa kuntanshi. Whether you come from Southern Province, Western Province, Eastern Province, Northern Province, tachaka tushe. Pantutu aliupana. So, ululu kombo leisa. Oloba UPND wale wonfiolo alula. Talawa kamishe wonse luka wafeni kupilo wakumo. So I'm asking for the Zambian people. Let's search our conscience. Tuishibe tuimone ushe. If you ever to afuma, nepo tulinoko tuleya, ifisu manifisa. It's not about what is happening. Elo kulichi imbiwa mayowa mwangala zalomis. I'm concluding. Mayo imwe, nimomwe wakwete, future ya Zambia. Umuntu emibepa. Miranda mayo imwe mwali bombele chalo from UNIP up to the way you are. You are almost retiring. Leave your legacy. Eba abantu bakalemba amabuku nokumibukisho kwebati. Ibishonse tule munefisu mu Zambia. Kwali ba mwangala za Romis eba shistirefi. Thank you, Bamwamba. I submit.
Thank you very much. There's another caller who's waiting. Hello, caller. Thank you for waiting. Make your contribution. Tell us your name.
Hi, my name is Sui. And
Sui, thank you
just
for
want to start by
make your contribution.
All right. To start with, I just want to appreciate you, Bamwamba, for your work that you've been doing. It's a job well done, and for sure only God will reward you.
Thank you very much.
I just want to talk about, there's a previous caller who talked about, informing people like Kabalimuma rural areas. I think one of the previous callers talked about it. That's a very important point. The reason is, Bamwamba, if you look at what's happening currently, there's been changes of political names. Tuafumamuli, of course, Kwali Tonse, we've got Tonse Pamozi, Kwali PF. Now we've got the other one coming in, the two different ones, that's Mundubile and Makebi, is currently driving on. So these people, Abalimuma Mushi, Bamwamba, they don't know about these names. And if they are not told about it, those are the places where, God forbid, Kwikalafuma Amaziro, because people, they don't know what these names are. So I'm just checking, Bamwamba, if you can take it upon yourself and just, take up this message, to our able, lovely leaders, Mundubile and Makebi, to put this point to them, to say, if they can leave the cities are secured, can they go deep, Mumamishi, to go and speak to these people, to go and tell these people about the new names, the new symbols? Because believe me, Ramwamba, people will be waking up in the villages. The only thing that they'll be seeing that will be familiar to them is UPND. And this is a very serious point. So Nachilami Lomba Kofi, and I'm glad one of the previous callers, talked about it. So Tule Lombako, if you can, personally take it up to Mundubile and Makebi and pass on this point to them to see how they can work on it. Natotela sana, and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, we have 8 minutes before we close. If you have any contribution to make, please make the contribution now. We will be closing at 2 today. We will not go over. We're discussing the appointment of 40 judges who were sworn in today. ECZ has dismissed allegations that they wish to buy any candidate. They've defended themselves. The withdrawal of candidate, we want to see ACC take action. We want to see the Anti-Corruption Commission take action on these candidates that are withdrawing.
So when you see the opposition leaders, all of them, together with their foot soldiers, they're not near. They're not even near there. So tikuzani kuti 2026 akainde first alikupita. 2031 alikupita. So politics yene yamba mu 2041.
Just hold on.
Iwe nese tikaliko pano. Politics yene yamba mchani 2041. Very cool, straight. We are very committed as partners on the ground. That's why we live.
Just a minute, I can take your call. Yeah. Hello, caller, please. Yeah, I can take your call. Hello, caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling us from.
Thank you, Ambassador. This is MK6 calling in from Mansa today.
Yes, MK6, make your contribution.
We are trekking the country to just appreciate what is going on. Like I raised the flag yesterday. Are the people scared to campaign or what? I've just joined in and I've just heard the last caller, the lady was talking about the duo going in the rural areas. I think for the urban areas, Facebook and TikTok has done us a good favor to campaign. So let's concentrate in the rural areas, and I was suggesting also on top of what is suggested, let's have an opening campaign rally in not Copper Belt, not in Lusaka. Let's have it maybe in Luapula or Eastern Province or Northern Province. Either of these. And what I'm suggesting also, I'm sure you are able to pass this information that we are giving you. What I'm suggesting is to have all the MPs that are under the Tonse Alliance for the official or grand opening of the campaigns. Let us have all the MPs to be at one place at that particular time. So if it will be officially done in Eastern Province, all of them, they should be there that day. And then we disperse from there, we go in our respective constituencies. I think that is the other suggestion that I would want to come up with. Secondly, let's take advantage of social media. I think on social media, Tonse Alliance is doing very well, which UPND used so well also in 2021, but it has actually now worked against them. So let's use social media very well and gather numbers. But all I'm seeing now this year is voter apathy. Already you can tell that voter apathy is high. You can tell having, is it 15 unopposed MPs, Ambassador? Are we looking at 15?
So far, yes.
So that already tells you a story that in those constituencies, there will be low tenant, you know.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from and make your contribution.
Well, Ambassador, I just want, good evening. This is David again.
David, make your contribution.
I just wanted to agree with the previous caller, the one who was speaking in Bemba. Yes, the governance of Zambia is based on the presidency. The script is very loud and clear. That's why in 2001, 2011, 2021, the power lays in the presidency. So if these guys, this gentleman, sorry, I won't call them guys, this Honorable Makebi Zulu and his running mates, they shouldn't concentrate on who's got whose party has more members of parliament and all. They shouldn't concentrate on that. They should move as a team to concentrate on gaining the presidency. That's what matters in this country. So the previous caller who talked about governance in Zambia is based on the presidency is totally correct, and I'm 100%. I 100% agree with him.
Thank you, David from Mongu, our senior leader. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from and make your contribution.
Hello, Bamwamba Mabumbe, no, nameless. Yeah,
Nameless,
from
make
no
your
man's
contribution.
land.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Bamwamba. Bamwamba, your patience, one day will pay you fully. Yeah. Nachibi pasana, ufinga fotre umfa Bamwamba. Lelo chonde fokulanda chakwe bati. We have been so much let down by the opposition. Yes, we have been so much let down. Bamwamba, you started from long time ago saying, please, could you get united? You know, Bamwamba, mwabantunga mwamona umulilo kula bati mwasansame ishimumba limonse mudia you know, you make a circle. This is what I mean. But umulilo udia tawi yokulea. Ababantu benu balikanini nashe ngatabeka tene okwikakana sebuwansa bayisapamo ba KDF banani kwisapamo tapagifire ekifika bamwamba omulandu wakwe bati amaplans yapangiwa kale yaliwo ekintu ifi balafimona nomba balikana okwikakana kwe bati beekasale bafwane nomba nabamba okulamuna ifire ekitika okulingana nga fire bakiranda batata bali abakibalanda sage ekiremba ukwe bati nomba noushalimu alebamu omulandu wakwe bati ababantu tabafwa ebaletu kitaleti down. One thing I want to say, Bamwamba, when people say Zambians, what do they mean by saying Zambians? And I'm a Zambian for my local people. If we're local people, we have good leaders who should lead the way for the Zambian people. If we're Zambian people, we are so vulnerable. Tapane for twingachita. The rachel de lomba chakwe bati. Imama opposition party once mwewe mnino kati mgabamu ba president. Ikataneni pamomulu ishe. Pantu ape fintu tafia wamena ngwapa nono. Bamwamba, you know, you've really worked so hard. And you've got a patience that I've never seen. Bamwamba. Hello, it's our last. Therefore, I okulomba, kuliba mama wa Nazaromes. Mama wa Nazaromes ingamulengu mfwa. Ndina mayo muneno. Mama wa Nazaromes, elo tukalafu mapachalo, tukalasha, ave ishikulu, ne finishikulula. So bali ave ishikulu ne finishikulula, bafuire bakashale no mutende. Noti bakale basonte minwe. Ukwe bati mona iwe badi abadi finefi. So mama wa Nazaromes, afwe ni chalo cha Zambia, chalo chesu, chai fofwe balanda.
Thank you very much. I've got a caller waiting already. Yes, caller, please tell us your name. Yes.
Back again.
Yes.
Kukonkanya pofyo kumitotela bamwamba. Teaching unity kuma opposition political parties okuba pamo. Number, in this country, we have seen a lot of selfish political party leaders. Ndetotela ama political party leaders abwaba isai kumbinka ya kutonse kuri wa Brian Mundubile andi wa Makebi Zulu. Aba entungulushi, aba sakamene, aba lelo le shokuchula kwa bena Zambia, aba lefo okuchitari bareti Zambia. Nomba mwalai sasango kwebati umuntu na ma structures across the country takwata. Batale kano ukuya ikala pamo n'abananko kuti abapange kyakosa. Nomba walawi na shani nga president ku Northern Province tawakwata kwa ma structures. Kulwa province tawakwata ma structures because we say politics is about numbers. Number ama numbers across the country taukwete. Ukwete fe maybe murusaka umomu ine bashinguru ko umomu ine basangura kwatindi katwishi kwatiye kwa abafe amavoti. Pate yawe abafe murusaka. But bale bumfana statement yako bati nanako okushindika abanandi. Number ukalekalirali okushindika abanobe tawakwata ama structures across the country. Kabiri urefiro kukumbinga na pamo n'abanobe mupange kyakosa. Now, President Buine, ni one at a time. We have seen a lot of political party leaders. Bambina Bekara 10 years. But if you look at the structures across the country. Bambina Bekara 5 na 6 years. But if you look at the structures. But we have seen Brian Mundubile within the space of 5 months. He has dotted structures across the country. Teti mumonefe mwiruke no kwiruko kutila umune ensu yule saali mwito okusachitali vareti Zambia. Katumuko nkefe tuminkane chapa mona ena. Filabalanda timunganda mulitata. Mwaliba apa kuikala pengi. Mwakumbinkana no munobe just to liberate the country from emitekere ya lubane ya mutitikisha. Mwebe na Zambia na mwana 75 bills muri 1 week chatara chimoneka across the world bapisha mu parliament umomuli na mafunde ya kwebati mwebantu pakuyima obulendo uko muleyanga muli batatu mufire mu apoka permit ngata mupokere permit bamisanga muli batatu mulenda nangu namwikala kumikata mulole keshe mwiruke mwentungulushi mwabali kuntanshi mwema senior political party leaders momone okutira ati ifofe ni fotuliko fweba kustari barete abena Zambia fweba kwete apa kulandira ni fotu ingabalandirako because basatanali mfule bali landire pweshu ila kutira ati inshire fwale saka empane kapamulandu wakufirwa ukulubula abena Zambia nokulandira abena Zambia. Nomba abama political party leaders abakwisa mukuchefya fyama votes ya opposition no kupita na ishwati kwena nsha kapite na mpona bobala bali pilenda lama ukutati woka kano kuya joina kule kwa lansi ukese ita split ama votes. This is very unfortunate. Kwena bantu nalesa pakupanga ifintu fyonse alibomfeshe shiwi elo mwishiwi mwali bamaka abena Zambia kwilila balelila nifili alesa omfesheshi pakupanga ekintu kyonse takwaba n'obwanga mukubomfeshi umuntu fengambo kwirishanya pa kintu alakwena mukachimona imwe bene bonse mwa political party leaders mwe batalama emitima mwe bafira okukumbinkana n'abanenu pamo okuti mukapanga ekyakosa alalesa akaya mipani kokulira kwabe na Zambia n'omuloba wabe na Zambia ukamba okulasuma pamulandu okukosa emitima yenu kwena olesa akaya ulondwela pama boko yenu fila chale mbombaiko tatule ipwila tatulera ndefyale mbombaiko kailishi wingali alandwa tali akabwelele busha dika mikonka ukulila kwabe na Zambia imwebe nubonse mwema political party leaders mweba afiroku kumbinka na chapa mono bewa ya imini na weka noku pitata wakapite alalesaka milimuna elo noku pitata wakapite kwe nefetulanda nomba ichilambu chili panuma nifira batiro uchenjeshi wampelembe ichifurukutu chili panuma ukuchenjera kwangu kubona kwena pungwa tasakamana alalesaka milimuna echo tulechita preach konse ko kule umfikiro mulabasa waba imano mwambo kutira timwebe na Zambia katwiruke katusaleba brani Mundubile pera mpi bala isalubule chalo amafunde onse ale bapangire ya mutitikisha ukuchira nefe twasungiro muri bawelensiki bushekwena bese batu bwese she kuna 1951 na kuna 1940 ile kwali ukupapa abasungu pa machira eko batu bwese she na kaunda awa makwaya mafunde twamfire 75 bills yo bapishe mu parliament na kaunda twaremu itati ni dictator nombe chichishire mu cyaro cha Zambia na chichira na pali bu dictator bwakwa Idi Amin na kaunda na bali abonse we are the powerful presidents across the world. Where are they now? Allah ichintu chonse chali kwateshita natotera sana.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Let me take the last calls. Thank you, our dear brother from Kasama. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from and make your contribution.
This is Precious Iluyongeta from Livingston.
Precious, make your contributions.
What I've discovered myself, our leaders in Zambia, I think they don't care about us, because if they do, they could have just come together like the way we have chosen Mundubile to Makebi Zulu. They could have come together, all of them support the Makebi Zulu and Mundubile, instead of them now, they still want to say, no, even me, I want to be the president. These are the confusion that they are going to bring. Because by UPND now, they will take advantage of that. They will take advantage of that. If all of them, they came together. From the beginning, we started, they were not even supposed to go and start paying my nomination. They were supposed just to come together and choose one person, like the way now we have Mundubile and Makebi Zulu. So right now we don't have democracy. Even if you continue thinking like some of you, I'm telling these others who still believe like we have democracy. We don't have democracy. You should listen to people when they are telling you. There is no democracy. Even allowing Mundubile, it was just to fool the nation so that people can think like there is democracy. But the truth is we don't have democracy. So right now we are lucky that Mundubile is going to be on the ballot. All of us, we should support Mundubile and make sure that UPND is out of power. There is no mingalato that they are going to make if you people you become one and fight for what is right. But President Makainde I don't mean well, and you cannot change that. So that's what I wanted to contribute. So please.
Thank you, my dear sister. Thank you. Hello, caller. Please tell us your name and where you're calling us from and make your contribution.
So, ineri pushenkwete abantu abalesumina to be accepted. You know mandate na ipotefyo.
Yes.
Wayawagula bantu 40. But mandate na ipo. No, but are these people normal? Ababalesumina. I think Mangumu Aita Wandan Dumine Phone, Alondolola. My brother, this is why I've done this. I tell you what, Nalapunda no Kupunda, Mundubile, Katuye, it's okay. I was hurt, it's okay. This has to be stopped. This is coming from your brother.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. Es mule supporter.
No, my brother, you need to understand. You need to understand Nifi. Now you are seeing how a young man like that in Gakweva, you know, in Gakweva, Alondolola. There is a mission here. Because if we miss this, I'm sorry to use those words. You don't like them. But let's go.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much. Should I declare that should be the last call? Is there anyone calling on any of the phones before we close? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to have a broadcast tomorrow. Thursday, no, Friday. Tomorrow I have something I'm doing. We'll have a broadcast on Friday. Today is Wednesday. The 27th, we'll have a broadcast on Friday. So God bless you until we meet on Friday. God bless you, and we'll speak to you later.
Kainde choka, choka, choka. Tivotele panyali, ndipo pali Makebi, mwena lumango choka, choka, choka. Tivotele panyali, ndipo pali viweme imwe, visuzyo choka, choka, choka. Tivotele panyali, ndipo pali inkalo iweme. Tele panyali ndipo pali Makebi, mwena lumango choka, choka, choka. Tivotele panyali mwebana bachuta bose iwe njani choka, choka, choka. Tivotele panyali ndipo pali chimwemwe akainde choka. Umoyo wa suzya visuzyo mumanyumba jala pamuzi tieni tibafunye baba.